Exteris is what we call it's Exteris Stress Guard, and Stress Guard is the formulation, how the turf-specific components, the inert components, and all ingredients in total to produce that product, how they're blended together, formulated, and to ensure that not only are you getting the product to the target, the pathogen, it's working in its most efficient way possible. And as an example of this, how formulation has changed the landscape of chemistry that's available to turf managers. As a manufacturer, we have to show the minimum amount of active ingredient that will achieve control of a given pathogen. If you look at our newer products, so Exteris Stress Guard, for instance, that contains 250 grams of active ingredient per hectare application. If you look at the older products, so everyone's familiar with Chipco. It is now removed from the market, but I'll use that as the example. Chipco had 5,100 grams of active ingredient per hectare application. So you can see that there's a monumental difference, a significant difference in the amount of active ingredient, and that is achieved through improving the formulation, making the product more efficient, and still achieving the results that the turf manager wants, which is to halt or prevent the spread of disease. The flip side, of course, is with lower active ingredient loading, it has far less impact on the environment. It's safer to the end user, the greenkeeper. He's not exposed to as much chemical as would have been the case with older products or products that currently exist that have those higher loadings of active ingredient. So looking at a lot of this is driven by regulatory requirements, environmental requirements, and lots of people think this is a bad thing because it means they're going to lose chemistry. Yes, you will lose chemistry that is hazardous to the end user and to the environment. But the benefit is that for companies like Bayer, Bayer is a research and development company, and so it means that Bayer has to develop, further improve its future products, its future portfolio, to not only meet those current regulatory requirements, but to surpass them. So it's not really a problem, it's a challenge for manufacturers, and it's a challenge that manufacturers are meeting, because we are now seeing these products that have the lower active ingredient loading, but are still achieving good levels of control that the turf manager requires. The only flip side, another flip side, there's lots of flip sides with this, is that those products are, by their nature, are preventative early curative products. So that they're heavy-handed, lots of active ingredient, Chipco Green, Iprodiene containing products that work at the very late stages of disease development, are no longer available. So that's why we have those very early preventative, early curative applications now.